Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Delana. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. Also, turn on that notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of my uploads. Today, I'll be talking all about my luxury cosmetic SLGs, so let's get into it. I realized a couple months ago that I've never filmed a video talking specifically about my cosmetic luxury SLGs. And I figured, you know what, I want to make a separate video. I don't want to include them in a reviewing all of my SLGs or anything like that, because I feel like cosmetic bags, pouches, they're kind of underrated. But at the end of the day, I feel like we all use them. We might not use a luxury version of it, but we all have something that we're putting our lip gloss, our mascara, our compact, our mirror. We're putting them inside of something typically and not just throwing it inside the purse. So I wanted to, talk to you all today about my cosmetic SLGs. And unfortunately, I don't have that many. I only have 4 luxury cosmetic SLGs. And honestly, I think I need more. And the only reason why I probably haven't gotten more at this point is because sometimes it is hard to find the right cosmetic bag pouch to fit in really small bags. And y'all know I use a lot of small bags, especially when I'm going out. So it's a little bit hard to find the right ones that are gonna work for me. But I do have a couple that'll work for smaller handbags. And then of course, one of my items is more of a travel piece. So we're gonna talk about them all. So I wanna kind of do these in the order that I got them. So we're gonna start with my eldest cosmetic SLG. It is from Gucci. It is this really cute red and canvas pouch with a really nice gold detail. I'm bringing that up so you guys can see it. This is one that when I first got it, I was using this like crazy. It's such a cute little piece and you can fit quite a bit in here. And I will kind of give you guys a demonstration of what can fit in all of these. But when I first got it, I was sort of using a little bit more bigger handbag. So at the time that I got this, I know I was using my YSL medium Lulu quite a bit. I was probably using my LV Neverfull quite a bit. So this could fit in all of those bags. It also fit in my LV Mini Palm Springs, which at that time, that was sort of my everyday bag as well. This is what I was using to keep all of my, cosmetic goods in. So lip gloss, a little mini mascara, some powder, all of those things. And I'm going to take the tissue paper out. I just keep it stored with the tissue paper just so it can stay keep its shape. But you can see on the inside, it's the beautiful green interior. And then it has a red tag. These are just some of the little papers that came with it. But it's really in great condition. As you all can see, it's nothing wrong with it. I got a little spot on there, which I probably just need to wipe that out. It's probably from some sort of makeup or lotion or something that I may have had in here. But this looks really, really good. Now, this is not an item you can go and pick up in store today. It's definitely no longer on the website. I don't know if maybe if you walked into a store, maybe they would have some, but I kind of doubt it. This was kind of big at the time when they were doing all the Gigi Marmont bags. So I feel that time has kind of came and went a little bit, even though I've been seeing some Gigi Marmont bags that are kind of cute lately that are newer. So maybe they have something similar. If they have something similar to this now, I'll be sure to populate it on the screen and maybe link it down below for you all. But I know you can find this on a ton of different resale sites. I've seen it on The Real. I've seen it on Fashion File. I've seen it all over the place. I want to say at the time they also had this in either, was it a brown color? Or was it green? I know they had this in another colorway and I just can't remember. I know that I was planning to get the other colorway, so it may have been brown or green, and maybe it was brown. But when I went on the site to get this, because it was sort of an impulse buy, honestly, I remember I was at my house in Tennessee and I was just like, oh, I really want to grab this, or I want a cosmetic bag. I literally just bought it on a whim, but they didn't have the other colorway available, so I got red. Y'all know I'm not a big red fan, but I just thought it was super cute, and it is something that's really, really cute, something I would never ever get rid of, because again, it can work for some of my smaller bags, not the minis, but some of my smaller bags, it can fit in there, and it can just be, good for carrying some of my items and not having anything loose in my bag. That's one of the reasons I say most of us probably have some sort of cosmetic bag, because who wants lip gloss and powders and I don't know, you might even keep a concealer or anything like that. I don't want that loose in my bag, especially not an expensive bag. So I think that it's very nice to have a cosmetic bag, whether it's designer or not. But I'm gonna show you all what can kind of fit in here. So I have a few things out of my vanity, some of the items that I just used. So I'm gonna put my lip gloss in there. I'm gonna put my matte lipstick. I'm gonna put my lip pencil in there. This is not all stuff I would normally carry, but I'm gonna put it in here just to show you all. My Fenty like powder, I definitely carry this with me often. I'm gonna just slide in my foundation. I'm just putting in here as much as I can just to show you all what it can fit. Then I have my Too Faced blush. I'm wearing this blush today. It's the Cloud Crush Watermelon Rain. It's more of a pinky like red blush. Hopefully y'all can see it. I feel like it's so pretty. I haven't worn it in a while, so I decided to wear it today. I'm gonna stick in like my brow setter. Y'all see how much I can fit in here? I'm just gonna slide in my highlighter. Let's see. I can stick a mascara in there. And I think I can get like one more thing. Now it's getting a little heavy, but I can fit one more thing. I'm gonna just slide in my Fenty contour. Let's see. Will it zip? It zips. Now it's packed to the brim. It is completely packed up, but y'all can see it fits a lot. Now I was never carrying this much stuff, y'all. Like I would never put this many items in there. I'm gonna take one thing out just so it can kind of zip more smoothly. But it's just something that, you know, you gotta have a good cosmetic bag. And this one I love. I'm kind of mad that I haven't been using it as much, but I'm gonna pick this up here more often. I just need to make sure, you know, I'm remembering to change things out, because I am someone that when I first got into SLGs, I was changing them out like every chance I could get. And then I got to a point where I just started carrying certain SLGs and never switching them out. So I need to, you know, make plans to switch out to this SLG. Probably not today, just because I am carrying a bag that's probably gonna be smaller. Won't comfortably fit this, but it's a great piece. And again, I really am so happy that I got it back when I did. I wanna say it was definitely like around between like 380 to 400, maybe it was like 390. It was some kind of odd number, somewhere around there. But again, it looks good. It's that canvas, so you really can just wipe it off, and it fits a lot. So this is gonna be the size pouch I recommend for like everyday use. So if you're a woman going into the office and you're like, okay, I need to carry, you know, powder, I need to carry makeup to touch up, or I'm in meetings, I gotta look good, this is sort of the size I would recommend for like everyday use if you are taking quite a bit of makeup products with you. Obviously, you don't just have to put makeup products in here. You can put your lotion, you can put other like random items in here, but if we're going for cosmetic purposes, I would say this is a good size for you to throw in like your everyday makeup. We're moving on to my second cosmetic pouch purchase, and it is from Prada. So I got this some years back here in Atlanta. I was at the store here, and I wanted to get another cosmetic bag that was smaller, that could accommodate my mini bags. Now, looking at the size, you're probably like, girl, what can you fit in there? So as of now, I keep kind of random miscellaneous things in here, and I'll show you all that. When I got this one, I want to say it was around $390, $395, right up under $400. I looked today just to kind of see like what's the price on these now, and it is currently $495. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if, you know, a nylon cosmetic pouch is really worth $500. I don't even know if it was worth the $400. I just know I really wanted it, and I needed a cosmetic pouch for my smaller handbags, so I went forward with purchasing it. They do have it in some other colorways. I've seen pink, I've seen blue, I've seen like a nudish color. So y'all let me know, would you pay if you're into luxury? Because if you're not really into luxury, then you're probably like, heck no, girl, I'm not paying that. But if you are into luxury, let me know, would you pay $495, $500 for this? So what I keep inside here, I keep in here my hand sanitizer, my Touchland hand sanitizer. I love this so much. I also keep, which is outside of the case right now, I keep my Chanel Mirror Compact in here as well, which I'm gonna slide her back in the case. Y'all, I still regret not getting any of the like colorful cosmetic or compact mirrors from Chanel when they came out. Hopefully they do that again, because I really wanted that. And then I also keep in here my Dior Lip Glow Oil. This is the cherry version. This is one that Keiko got me. I love this so much. So this is kind of like, you know, if I'm running out, this is in my everyday bag and I just want something on my lips, I'm typically going to use this because it's right in here. And then on the inside, there is a little zipper pouch. And because it's so small, I'm kind of curious as to why they put that in there. I never ever use it. I just use the, you know, the entire inside of it to throw my items in there. But if you are curious about like what cosmetic items can fit in here, the lip glow oil, let's go ahead and throw in another lip gloss. I can throw in my brow setter. I can throw in a mini mascara. And let's see, will it fit my... Okay, so it won't fit my Fenty powder. So if I needed a powder for the night, I probably would take like a mini, my Charlotte Tilbury, just to like touch up the under eye. And then I'm gonna add in maybe like one more lip product, my NARS. Those all can fit in here. So if you are carrying a mini bag and you need your makeup items to touch up for the night, you can work with this size. It won't fit my larger lip liner, but I do have my little small KKW Beauty. Y'all, this is so old. It's probably expired. I shouldn't even be using it. But just to show you all that, you know, you can fit in here your like makeup to touch up for an evening out. So it is good. You just need to make sure everything is mini size. But considering you're going to be putting this in a mini bag, I feel like you already kind of know, like, okay, it's going in an itty bitty bag. I can't fit that much in there. But I mean, really, for it to be that small, y'all, it's how many items in here right now? 2, 4, 7 items can comfortably fit in there. They just have to be more of a mini size, but you can fit 7 items inside of here comfortably. And again, this will work for your mini bag. Now, if you're stuffing it to the brim, some mini bags, girl, you're not gonna be able to make it work. You're gonna have to just throw your lip products just directly in your bag. But if it's a nice size mini small bag, you can kind of stack it to the brim and make it work for you. So really, really cute piece. Obviously, if you get any makeup on it, because it's this nylon material, you literally can just wipe it right off. So that's the other thing I do like about this. Again, I'm happy I got this back when I did, because again, I don't know if I would spend $500. I don't know if I would spend that now, but I am happy to have this. And again, it works well for me. I'm just throwing back in my like daily items that I keep in there, my hand sanitizer, my mirror, and my lip glow oil. And that is literally what I keep in here. And this goes in my everyday bag. It's carried with me anytime I leave or anytime I'm using my everyday bag. We're moving on to my third cosmetic SLG, which this is, you know, my big cosmetic SLG. This is more so used for travel. It is my niece BB. My husband got this for me for Valentine's Day 2023. So I've had this for some time now. I was actually gonna make a video on this, you know, on its own. So let me know if y'all are interested in it, because obviously I'm just kind of reviewing all of my cosmetic SLGs that I have, kind of more in like high level overview for you all. But if you want like more specific details and all of those great things, let me know down below, because I can definitely do one. Now, I haven't used this one at all this year, I don't think, just because lately I've been wanting to carry my it's just a plain old Victoria's Secret makeup bag, because I haven't been wanting to have my carry-on kind of filled up with things. And usually when I'm packing for a trip, my carry-on, all my luxury things are in there, and sometimes I run out of room. So it's like, okay girl, you need to carry your regular makeup bag and throw it in your checked suitcase, or you can leave something else and bring this in your carry-on. I never ever put this in my checked luggage, y'all. I'm just one of those people. I'm not putting anything that's over a certain amount in price in my checked luggage, because I just feel like if something happens to it, do I really want to have to spend, you know, $1,300, $1,400 to replace the item? If it's something that costs me $100 and someone steals it, okay. But if it costs me $1,000, I'm not trying to rebuy it. And at the time, I want to say this was probably in that $1,250 range when my husband got this one. I checked today and it's $1,390. So yeah, I'm not trying to replace this because, you know, someone got me for it in the airport. So just unzipping it for you. Right now inside here, I do have a travel size Laura Mercier setting powder, and then a milk what is this, the mattifying pore eclipse mattifying primer. And then I keep a little paper towel at the bottom, just because I don't want it to get too dirty or anything like that. You literally can just wipe it off with like damp, you know, cloth and some like mild soap. So it's really easy to clean. You have this compartment back here, and then on the other side you have 2 little like pocket compartments, and then on the top you have a compartment here as well. This is typically where I stick like my lash glue. I'll put like my thing that I use. I don't know what you call that right now. The thing that you use to put on your brows. Tweezers, so the brow kind of tool, tweezers, little scissors if I need to cut my lashes. I might stick a pair of lashes in there like in the package. That's kind of how I do things for this. So I'm gonna kind of pack it up just so you all can see. So I'm gonna throw in my concealer. I'm sort of packing it like if I was going on a weekend trip, right? I'm gonna throw in my Easy Blur foundation. I'm gonna stick in there 2 of my mini size setting sprays just for you all, you all purpose of watching this video. I can fit in a larger size of the setting sprays. It's just a matter of like how much you want to take. So I'll throw the Charlotte Tilbury one in there as well. I'm gonna stick a blush. I gotta have my Fenty powder. I gotta have my highlighter. And then I gotta have my little mini Charlotte Tilbury. I got my Fenty contour stick, some brow and lip products. I'm literally just throwing it all in there. If you guys want to see like more detail how I pack it, like I said, we can do a more dedicated video. Adding in some mascara. I already have a setting powder in there, adding in another primer. And I'm just looking to see on my vanity if there's anything else I want to put in here. I do need to put in some type of eyeshadow palette. Now, even though I don't do fancy shadows anymore, I definitely still put something on my lids. So I'm going to stick that in there. And then maybe my NARS, which one is this? Orgasm Rush Blush. And y'all see right there, it's still so much room. Normally right on top, I don't think I have any in the room with me. I would just stick a pack of like makeup wipes right on the top. And even sometimes I'll put my makeup brushes, like if I don't overpack it, I'll put my makeup brushes inside as well. But just so you all can see what that looks like, you can fit so much stuff in here. So literally if you're going on a weekend trip or you're going on a week vacation, you're like, okay, I need all my makeup. I might do light beats some days. I might, get fancy with my makeup other days. You can fit it all in here. And I feel like honestly you make it more in here by just throwing the items, because I feel like normally when I pack it up I kind of stand everything up inside, but I feel like I already got a lot of stuff in here by just kind of throwing it in, and I still have a ton of room on top. I still have the pockets on both sides, and then I have this part up here that I can put stuff. So literally you can do so much with it. Let me just zip it up. It looks so good on your vanity, like if you're on vacation and you just want to kind of stick it on the counter, it just looks so nice. If you want to stick it, maybe in the desk in the room, if when you're at home you have a cute little like, place like vanity, or if you want to stick it on like a nightstand. To me, it's like a good piece of decor too. So even though I bought this with the purpose of wanting to use it for travel, I can just do so much with it. And again, I've had it now for over 2 years. It still looks really good. And I feel like this is one of those things that you're like, is this worth the money? I think it is. If you really travel often and you're into luxury, I do think that these are worth it. After I got this, I want to say some other holiday, I ended up getting my husband one of the LV toiletry like bags, and he loves it. We use it every time we travel. It's really, really nice. And I feel like now I want some other Louis travel pouch, something maybe that I can put all of my like lotions, shower cap, body wash, all that in. I definitely want to get something like that. But if I'm not overdoing it with the makeup and stuff, I literally can fit that in here as well. So if you are kind of wanting a 2-in-1, the Nice BB is what I recommend, because you can fit quite a bit in here. I know some people ask like, is this size better? Is the Nice mini? I like the mini, but I just gotta be real with y'all. I am not the makeup girl that takes like 5 items. Sometimes when I'm going on a trip, I want 3 or 4 foundations. I don't want to necessarily wear the same type of foundation every day. Maybe one day I want to give a heavy beat and the next I want to give light. Maybe I want more than one concealer. I feel like the Nice mini is good for the clean girl makeup folks out there. So if you are someone that's like, girl, I use about 6 products to do my makeup and I'm set, I feel like that's the perfect size for you. But if you're more glam girl, you're more into like a beat looking face, you need this bigger size. I highly recommend it. It is so stunning. Really, really beautiful. Definitely worth the money. Now, once it starts getting, maybe above like, $2K, I would be like, girl, now that's a bag. I don't know if it's worth it. But at this point, $13.90 for the amount that I've gotten to use it. at the $12.50 price, I think it's been worth it. So if you're really gonna use it, then it's worth it, okay? So definitely something I recommend. I am probably going to pick up this year the smaller cosmetic pouches that they have. I don't know the name of them. They might just be cosmetic pouch, y'all. But I've been wanting one of those for some time, like the smaller size, and I just haven't picked it up. So that's definitely on my radar. And if you have any LV cosmetic pouches, toiletry pouches, let me know down in the comments which ones you love, which ones you recommend that I, you know, purchase in the future. And my final cosmetic pouch we have to talk about today is my Chanel Mini O pouch, I believe is the official name for this. I've had this now for, it's been coming up on 2 years in September. I got this September 2023, I believe. Yes, when I went to Las Vegas. Yes, that is when I purchased this. So I've had this for some time, y'all. I love this pouch. I love this pouch because it's more like flat, and you just can do different things with this. Obviously, you can use this for your cards. You can put some cash in here, coins in here. I use it more so for cosmetic purposes. Now I'm going to show y'all what I typically keep in here, which is not much, but we're going to see what else we can pack in here. So this in here, I have the Summer Fridays Vanilla Lip Balm, and then I have my Chanel cuticle oil. Y'all, I have to have cuticle oil. I don't know what it is about me. No, I know what it is. I hand wash all my dishes, okay? And I'm not always good about going back and putting lotion on, and I just feel like my cuticles get so dry. I have to have a cuticle oil. You do not have to have a Chanel cuticle oil, but I had like some Nordstrom Notes or something, I want to say, and I was like, oh, let me just grab this because, you know, I do need some cuticle oil, and I actually love it. It's more of like a gel texture. I'll link it. That's definitely for you all below, just in case you're curious about it and want to pick it up. It's great. Obviously, it's a cute little like Chanel packaging and all of that good stuff, but it is really great, and it's a gel, so it's not going to be like running all over like an oil getting all over the place. So that is the two items I keep inside of here. On the inside, it does have that burgundy interior. Other than that, on the inside, I have this little leather tab that has like my little serial number on it. I guess that's what that is. And then just so you all can see inside there, that's that. And then this is the front. That's the back. Now, I would love to have another one of these in another color, but y'all, it was so hard for me to get this. I wanted this for so long, and then I see my girl Benita get one of these, and then I was just like, yeah, I gotta secure one. But it is so hard. I looked up and got this in Vegas. At the time, they had this color and like a nude color, and those were the only two options they had. And literally, I want to say they only had one of it each, maybe two. It was very limited, and I was debating between the peach color, it was like a peachy cream color, and this one, and I was like, girl, just get black, because you already know the moment you get something on that light color, you're going to be irritated. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna roll with the black. But I still want another one of these. I would love it in like a bright color. Black, you know, I wear a lot of black bags, so sometimes I don't like getting a bunch of black SLGs. So I definitely want another one. It's not something I need right now, but definitely something I still want. So for the sake of like packing it up, showing what you all can fit in here, I'm gonna throw those two items back in. I'm gonna add another lippy. I'm gonna throw in this blush. Nope, not gonna work. Let me throw in maybe mascara. Yep. So for this pouch, you kind of got to go for things that are a little bit flatter. You can definitely stick in a lip liner. I'm gonna just throw in my Kat Von D lip liner. And I feel like you can fit like one or two more smaller like skinny things. Let me just stick the brow setter in there. I think that's gonna be it, y'all, unless there's something else flat. I got these little, or you know what, let me just stick this eyeliner and zip that up, and that's what it looks like. Now it's gonna get a little bulky, as you all can see right up in here once you add multiple items, but it can fit quite a bit. And again, if you are like, well, I don't really want to use it for my cosmetics, and you want to use it for cards and cash, you can literally use it for that. Unfortunately, I wasn't thinking ahead, so I didn't bring any of that up in this room with me, but that is definitely a way that you can use it. So I definitely think this is a good purchase. It's something that's gonna last me for a while. Price point, I want to say this was like $625-ish, somewhere around there. I can imagine that the price has gone up because, again, we're coming up on 2 years that I've had this. I will guess that it's probably between like $650, $675, because I will say Chanel doesn't like go crazy with their SLG increases. It's their bags that goes up quite a bit. If I can find any information on the new price, I'll populate it on the screen or put it in the description box for you all. But at the time I paid $625. I've been really happy with it. And again, this is another item that stays in my everyday bag. So this, along with the Prada, these are in my everyday bag. And again, if there's a situation where I'm carrying a handbag that won't fit all of this, then I will just take the items out, or I only carry maybe one. So like maybe just the pouch, the Chanel pouch, or maybe just a Prada pouch. But overall, I'm really happy with my cosmetic SLGs. To me, they've been worth the money since I've purchased them. I've gotten a lot of use out of them. Most of them, you know, well, half of them are used every day. I definitely want to grow my collection a little bit more, so I definitely have my eyes on maybe one of the smaller or the larger size LV cosmetic bags. Definitely something I'm gonna look into the next time I'm in store. But yeah, those are my cosmetic SLGs. So let me know down in the comments what you have in your collection. If you have any that you highly recommend that I look into. I'm really happy with all of these. I love my LV Nice BB. Again, really great piece for travel, a great piece to stick on your vanity. I keep it on top of this little stand where my perfumes are, and it just, you know, adds to like the decor in this room. So really happy with all of these pieces. If you all have any specific questions, please leave them down below. I appreciate all of your love and support. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one.